Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we are stepping right into a really profound paradox. It's something that sits at the very core of human learning, especially when that learning touches on things like consciousness or the esoteric.
Knowledge, yeah.
Exactly. So here's the paradox. If knowledge is supposed to set you free, why do some people who get all this vast, complex information about the universe, why do their lives sometimes start to unravel?
Or their hearts get more agitated, not calmer.
Right. Instead of calm. What is that about?
It's the central tension, I think, in the legend we're looking at today, the lore around the Emerald Covenant. And this source material, it gives us this really clear analogy right from the start.
Okay.
It says, knowledge is fire.
Fire.
Yeah. Fire is essential, right? It lights up the dark. It keeps us warm. It's a tool for survival. But, and this is the warning, if the person holding that fire is, and I'm quoting here, not honest with their heart, that same fire can burn the whole city down.
Wow. Okay, that perfectly sets up our mission for this deep dive then. We're analyzing this concept of distortion.
Exactly.
The moment when this high-level knowledge gets, I guess, weaponized, used for fear, for control, for ego.
Instead of its original purpose, which was truth and, internal healing.
And this feels like a refinement of that warning we saw with Atlantis and Lemuria.
It's the same principle, just updated. The foundational wisdom from those deep dives was basically, if power is high, the heart must lead. Simple.
Right.
But for the modern learner, for you listening, the warning shifts a little. It becomes, if knowledge is high, integrity and sincerity have to guide it.
And distortion is what happens when that guide just fails.
It fails. And it's not always malice. It's more like a systemic failure of integrity.
So let's explore that failure.
Yeah.
Let's trace it through the ancient myth narrative that the sources lay out. We're going to look at these 5 defining moments, 5 scenes where this great city of wisdom started to slide.
Okay, so the first deviation, it happens almost innocently, which I think is key.
How so?
Well, in scene 1, knowledge becomes an ego decoration, an ornament. People get enchanted by the complex terms, the detailed energy maps, all the sophisticated language.
Oh, I've seen this.
And the shift is so subtle, but it's fatal. They start believing the map more than the truth in their own heart.
The terms become the point, not the actual experience. It's like you see it online today, right? Yeah. In certain communities, if you don't use the specific complex jargon, you're just dismissed.
You're out.
Yeah. If you can speak the language of knowledge, you feel awake. But silent reflection, that just seems unaware.
And just like that, knowledge stops being a tool for guidance and becomes an identity piece.
An ego decoration.
Exactly. And once it's about identity, that immediately creates the next problem. Scene 2, the knowledgeable become a class.
A separate class of people.
Yep. Knowledge isn't freely shared anymore. It's a badge. It's tied to status, to personal validation. And then groups start claiming they have more rights or a louder voice just because they've mastered the terminology.
And that's where the light gets cold, isn't it? The key question in the community shifts from what is true and what is useful
to who is speaking and what's their status.
That's how wisdom turns judgmental.
And it sets the stage for the third danger, which is so deceptive. I mean, truly deceptive, because it doesn't look like darkness at all.
Okay.
This is scene 3, the allure of false light. It arrives disguised as what the sources call sweet promises.
Like what? What's a sweet promise?
Think things like, you will never have to suffer again, or just believe this one thing and you'll instantly ascend.
Wait, I have to jump in here. I want to introduce a point of friction. Because if someone has a genuine spiritual hope, a hope for a better future or release from suffering, how do you tell that apart from this false light?
That is the essential question.
Where does real hope end and distortion begin?
According to the legend, the difference is responsibility and confrontation.
Okay, break that down.
False light offers you these beautiful visions, but it demands you avoid your real life. It encourages escaping responsibility for your body, avoiding the hard work of fixing a broken relationship, or just dealing with your present situation.
So it's escapism.
Total escapism. Genuine hope, on the other hand, it empowers you to confront your current reality and actually heal it. False light promises freedom by escape. True light promises freedom by engagement.
And that inability to engage with reality, that's the catalyst for the next scene, which honestly sounds like the most frightening one.
It's a tough one. When you mix status and avoidance, you enter scene 4, the corruption of transmission.
The corruption of teaching itself.
The whole system gets inverted. If knowledge is mainly for status, then teaching the transmission, it becomes a process of culling people.
Culling them, like sorting them out.
Yes. Those who agree without asking questions are let in. They're right. But those who bring critical thought or doubt, they're immediately labeled dangerous or not ready.
And the lore is really explicit here. It says records that were originally meant for the return to truth and self-realization.
Yeah.
They started being used as records for control.
Manipulated.
Weaponized. Used to enforce obedience and keep that knowledgeable class in power. That inversion, when the map for liberation becomes the blueprint for oppression, that is the widest door to distortion.
It just shows that even the most sacred teachings can be corrupted by the human ego. And because humans proved they could use the fire the wrong way, the legend says that Scene 5 was necessary.
Which is?
The covenant is established for protection.
So, a treaty.
Yeah.
And this treaty wasn't about restricting knowledge, was it? It was about protecting the learner.
Protecting the integrity of the learner, yes. It lays out 3 core freedoms that must never, ever be violated by any external teaching.
Okay, what are they?
First is freedom of consciousness. You cannot be forced to believe something.
Makes sense.
Second, truth. Truth must never be replaced by flowery, complex words that just hide the simple meaning. If you can't say the core lesson simply, it's probably distortion.
And the third one. This feels the most critical for modern life.
Absolutely. Responsibility. You must not be allowed to shift your personal responsibility onto fate or the stars or some external force. You have the freedom to know, but you have the absolute responsibility for what you do with it.
So let's connect all this ancient wisdom back to you, the learner, absorbing all this complex information every single day.
The modern sign of distortion, it isn't in the content itself, it's in your internal state and your external actions.
So we need to perform a kind of real-time integrity check on ourselves.
Exactly.
When you consume deep knowledge, cosmology, deep history, whatever, are you becoming calmer or are you becoming more agitated?
Are you learning more but somehow taking less responsibility for your physical present life?
Right. Can you talk about subtle energy for hours but you fail to do your work or take care of your body and your home?
The real metric of genuine light isn't what you believe or the words you use, it's this one question. Is your life tangibly improving?
Are you calmer, kinder, more honest with yourself?
If the answer is no, you've probably hit a distortion point.
Okay, so to help navigate this, we pulled out the 7 distortion red flags from the sources.
Yeah.
And the instruction is clear. If you experience 2 or more of these when you're taking in new information, you need to stop and reset.
Let's run through them. It's about the feeling they create. So number 1, you're consuming information and you're feeling fear or increased paranoia. Not calmer, not centered.
Number 2, you find yourself wanting to divide sides, to judge other people as lower or unaware.
Number 3, you feel this constant need to prove I am special or that you're superior to the people around you.
Number 4, the knowledge encourages you to escape real life. You start avoiding work, neglecting your body, ignoring family obligations.
Number 5 is a big one. You consume information for hours and hours, but you fail to take any real-world actionable steps based on it in the next 24 hours. It's all consumption, no application.
Number 6, you notice you have less compassion for other people, but you have an increased, rigid belief that I'm absolutely right and anyone who disagrees with you is part of the problem.
And number 7, you start seeing external signs or information as commands that you have to blindly obey, rather than just data points for your own sovereign decision-making.
So if you recognize 2 or more of those flags in yourself, you need what the sources call the 2-minute reset protocol, a way to bring your integrity back online.
And it's very simple. Minute 1 is the physiological reset, because distortion thrives in an agitated nervous system.
Okay, what do?
You stop, close your eyes, focus just on your breath, inhale for 4 seconds, and then consciously make the exhale longer, exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat that slow breath just 6 times. It neutralizes that fight or flight response.
And minute 2.
Minute 2 is the mind reset. You ask yourself 2 short grounding questions. First, what am I afraid of right now? And second, what small, safe action can I take in the next 24 hours to care for my real life?
And the instruction here is key, isn't it? You have to immediately do that small action.
You have to. Don't check another article. Don't listen to another lecture. Take the 10-minute walk. Send that email you've been putting off. Clear up 20 minutes of pending work. That small action grounds the knowledge back into responsibility.
This deep dive into distortion It really concludes a key arc for us. It builds on our conversations about the structure of conflict and those civilizations that, lost their heart.
And it sets the stage for a future special deep dive where we'll weave all the Emerald Covenant lore together into one continuous narrative.
That's a big one.
A big one. But as we close this one out, it's so important to remember the nature of the source material. It's presented as legend and symbol. It's for self-development and critical self-reflection. It's not confirmation of historical fact.
Use it for insight, not for dogma.
Not for dogma or control, ever.
So if any knowledge, spiritual, historical, whatever makes you feel, fear or division or suspicion, you have the ultimate freedom and the responsibility to just stop listening immediately. The highest act of sovereignty, based on these ancient lessons, is to return to the real foundational responsibilities of right now.
Take care of your life.
Exactly. Honor your physical vessel by eating well and sleeping enough, and engage your current reality by reducing your screen time. Keep the light in your heart warm, not burning down your own life. Thanks for diving deep with us.